Alright guys, let's talk about the T500. I've now had it for a couple weeks. I've been printing for the most part non-stop. I've printed multiple gauge clusters, as you can see, some in PLA, a lot of them in carbon fiber filament. So a lot of PETG. I'm running this at 90 degrees on the bed and everything is sticking rather well. I have had some warping and or lifting, but it's pretty standard when you're open air printing. I probably need to wrap it like I have this printer over here to keep the air out of it, but for the most part it's doing really well. I haven't had any major issues after getting this PEI sheet on here and fixing the issue with the bed heater module, which was just clipping a part of it to it was basically a resistor. Now they did send me a replacement for the MOSFET, but I haven't replaced it just because it's working as is, so I just don't really care. I've went through a lot of filament, a lot of different PETGs, and it all seems to be running pretty good. Obviously there's different temperature ranges for them, so you do have to adjust. Orca Slicer is working really good. The one guy that's working on a lot of those profiles has done a really great job with the profiles and the filament setups. So I haven't had to do any major adjustment other than, getting my specifications for like using gyroid and fill that you see here, and so on and so forth. So a lot of people have been having some issues with these, so you always have to check them over. I haven't had any weird leaks out of my extruder, so everything was good there. There were some loose things on it when I checked over it, so my dust shield's a little bit off and kind of bubbles, so it makes a lot of noise there. But all in all, I think the 3D printer, from a hardware perspective, is just great quality. It prints pretty fast. I'm doing a 0.28 right now. I really want to upgrade to a larger nozzle. I just been too lazy to adjust to it because I'm really, just trying to see what it's doing. But the only thing I can say is there has been a lot of quality control issues with these printers. A lot of people in the Facebook group are having issues. So it might be best, if you want to invest in one of these, to wait a little while until they get all that worked out. But all in all, I really, really like this printer. It's working great for me. Customer support's been pretty good too. They've, sent me parts and told me they're going to send me parts. Like the bed itself, they've sent me a replacement. It was bubbled too. They're supposed to send me another one. They're supposed to send me another one of these dust shields, so I can put that and get that bubbling out of it. So it's just, when you're working with a Chinese company, stuff's overseas and sometimes it takes a while to get. But all in all, I really like this printer, and I just wanted to give you guys an update because I've been printing non-stop for the most part, all sorts of little odds and ends, some updates. I need to install this. This is to kind of really align this filament sensor and have it less dangly over there. So one of the guys on the Facebook page created this, and I just printed it, made a couple adjustments to make it easier to print without supports. There's a lot of different things that you can do to these things. But all in all, with the linear rails and everything, it just works really good and it prints really fast. I'm printing how I print with a 0.08 or a 0.8 nozzle on my old printer. I'm printing about the same speed with the 0.4 nozzle here. So these clusters I used to print in 2 pieces. It would take me 2 days to print. It's taking me about 50 hours to print it with the 0.4. So that's huge because it's a lot better quality. And the same amount of time. So once I upgrade this to a bigger nozzle, I'll be able to push these out a little bit faster. So just wanted to give you guys the update. All right, later.